Hello, YouTubers. It is Aichido Snake back once again with another rant. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Street Fighter remixes that I've been doing lately. Eventually, I'll get back into those, but right now, there's been a plethora of video game news in the past month. Well, yeah, well, really month, but specifically this week, and especially with Capcom and Street Fighter V in general. So I want to touch on that a little bit. So recently, Street Fighter V's producer Yoshinori Ono has released a new pic on Twitter. It's a screenshot of sort of like a whirlwind attacking Ryu. Now, that is supposed to be hinting at a new character. I feel. I don't think it's Cody. I don't think Cody will make it into the initial roster. DLC, maybe if fans demand him enough, but I don't really think that he'd be in the initial 16. However, I have heard rumors that it is an Arab character. While it would make sense, there's two things about that. One, I kind of hope it's not, because Tekken already has an Arab character, and I mean that would just kind of like be like biting off of them. But and number two, if they do an Arab character, which I'm sure they will, even though I'm kind of hoping not. But if they do, I'm hoping it's a female, because there's not really a new female character yet, and even though there probably will be sometime, so I'm sure there'll probably be like a new, like the Brazilian character that was rumored. I'm sure she'll be female, but I kind of just want more females in this game, because right now we've gotten Ken, Ryu, Nash, Bryson. The whole thing's pretty much been a sausage fest. Right now, the only girls we've had are Chun-Li, Cammy, and Armika. Not that I'm complaining, but still. Armika, of course, has been rumored since around the same time. Armika, Alex, and Urian have been rumored to be in Street Fighter V. Now with Armika's inclusion, that's kind of it's kind of turning on my brain a little bit. Like, wait a second, maybe this rumor that Silicon put out there is legit. Because I mean, they got Armika right. I didn't think Armika was going to be in, but Armika's in. Like when Ono said that he was very excited about a PAX Prime announcement, I was like, oh my god, he's putting in Armika. And then, sure enough, Armika trailer. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm happy that my man Segata Sanshiro made it into Project Cross Zone 2 as a solo unit, but I'll take it. I'm just glad that he's in a game, I love the Segata Sanshiro commercials. I love that character himself. He's just so... I think he would whoop Chuck Norris any day. I don't care what Screw Attack or anybody else says. I love the fact that Captain Commando's in. We got Heihachi back as a solo unit. Zephyr and Vacheron are from Tales of Vesperia. Even Liam from Tales of Vesperia not Tales of Vesperia. What am I saying? From Resonance of Fate. Why did I think I'm thinking Tales? Alright, anyway, so those three characters from Resonance of Fate, they're gonna be in, and I like Resonance of Fate because it's not like other RPGs. There's a lot of gunplay involved. The system is kind of different. So, and I like the characters. So, this will definitely be interesting, especially since they were in the last Project Cross Zone, and I loved using the Resonance of Fate characters in the last game. So, I wonder if they're going to give them anything new here, anything useful here, like they did last game. And so, speaking of Street Fighter V, there's been a lot of debate about the cryptic hints that Capcom's been giving about the initial roster. Namely, what constitutes as a classic character. Now, let me explain. Matt Dahlgren recently stated that we pretty much had a few remaining characters left before the initial roster was complete. Basically, the way the roster, he said the way the roster is supposed to work is there's supposed to be 8 classic characters that you'd expect to see in a Street Fighter game. Then you have 4 new characters, and then 4 characters that you haven't seen in a long time. Right now we got Birdie, Nash, and Armika. Those are 3 characters we haven't seen since the alpha days. So we got one more that we haven't seen in a while left. Nicoli's the only new character, so we got 3 more new characters coming in. And of course we have Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Bison, Cammy, and Vega. And they are the classic characters. So that's 6. We have 2 slots left for that part. So, what my speculation is, Karin will be the final character we haven't seen in a while. Simply because Armika was rumored and got in. Not only that, but Karin is the most popular character that's not in Street Fighter V right now in Japan. So I would expect, because of her popularity in Japan and everywhere else, I would expect Karin to be in over anybody else, really. I would expect Alex and Urien to be in, but I would consider them classic characters. Now, see, the thing about that is this. Most fans really only consider classic to be like the Street Fighter 2 characters. Basically, anybody that's been in Street Fighter 2 is a classic character. I'm not so sure about that. I think that classic includes Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter Alpha, maybe Street Fighter 3. Because look at Alex. I'm pretty sure Alex is gonna be in. I mean, yeah. Look at it. He's a classic character, and if you ask some people if he's a classic character, you might get some answers that say yes. You might get some no's, but for the most part, you'll get a yes. We have seen him recently in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, so he's not necessarily a character we haven't seen in a while, and he's surely not a new character. So it would make sense for him and Urien to make it into the classic character slot. Plus, we need some Street Fighter 3 characters. If this game was supposed to take place anywhere near Street Fighter 3, especially after, then yeah, I kind of think that we should have some Street Fighter 3 characters. It just wouldn't make sense to start the roster off without any Street Fighter 3. That's just dumb. I'm hoping that Sean makes it in the initial roster, but it's quite unlikely right now. I just hope he makes the roster, period. Because Street Fighter 5, for me, Street Fighter 5 without Sean and Sagat and Alex, that's like, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing? You know, those characters are pretty important to me. And especially Sagat and Sean, because I made those characters in the games they were in. So, yeah, and I like Alex a lot. I mean, I don't use him religiously, but he's a cool character in my opinion. So I'd like to see that. I would like a new boxing character. Someone that can replace Balrog and Dudley. If we don't get Dudley or Balrog, then yeah, I would like that. Now, as for the classic slots, instead of Alex and Urien, alternatively, there could be Guile and Zangief. It would make sense because Nash is in and Armika is in. Or we could end up with Blanca. I don't want it to be Blanca, but it could possibly be Blanca, considering the fact that Ono's Brazil stage reveal, at the end of that, he had this whole Blanca, I think he was dressed as Blanca in that video, trying to hint that Blanca was going to be in the game. Again, I'm hoping that that's just him trolling like usual, but I don't know. And another good character that could possibly be in that classic slot is Balrog, because I mean we have Bison, Vega, and all we need is Balrog, and boom, we have the evil trinity of Shadowloo. I mean, you can't really say 4 kings of Shadowloo anymore because Sagat left Shadowloo at the end of Street Fighter 2. So, you know. But I mean, it's all up in the air. It's all speculation. Once Tokyo Game Show hits, which is coming up very close, actually. Once that hits, and once Dubai Games 15 hits, then I will definitely talk about whatever they reveal, whoever they reveal. It's looking like it's an Arabian Night for this new character. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to get into Tekken Cross Street Fighter and everything because that's what I feel like they're doing this for. Like getting it, they're making this character so that Shaheen has someone to fight in Tekken Cross Street Fighter if Shaheen is in Tekken Cross Street Fighter. So, but that's something else entirely. So like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Who you think is gonna be in. I'd like to definitely hear your opinions, and I promise I'll try and do more rants as I find more stuff out there to talk about. And now that I've said my piece, peace. Oh, and Kamen Rider is getting a 45th anniversary game. Yes.